Hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna try to debunk some myths today. You go on YouTube and you look around, and I've been curious, so I've looked this topic up. Garden tractor versus lawn tractor, or what makes a garden tractor and what makes a lawn tractor or lawn mower. I'm gonna break a few myths right now, and I've seen this, and every one of them videos has said it. Tires do not make it a garden tractor. Somebody said if you have bar tires, it's a garden tractor. Tires do not matter. That does not make it a garden tractor. As you can see, these both have bar tires. This one doesn't. This right here is a lawnmower. This is what would classify as a lawnmower. A lawnmower is I wouldn't even call it a tractor. It's a tractor style. Well, it's styled like a tractor, but you use it to mow your yard. And that's all it is. That's all it's good for, is mowing. You can't do nothing with it. Garden tractor is a tractor you can mow your yard with if you want to. You can take it, pull a wagon around. You can drag logs with it like I've done with that one over there. You can go out and till your garden, plow your garden, pull the kids around in a wagon. You can do stuff like that with it. Engine size does not make it a garden tractor. This is a 10 horse, that's a 12 horse. Both of them, I'd say the 12 horse puts a little bit more torque out, but the 10 horse does pretty well too. This is a big jump. 19.5 horsepower on this. If you were to try to plow your garden with this, you'd blow out that transmission. And you would probably end up twisting your frame. People say a newer one is a lawnmower, an older one is a garden tractor. That is a myth. My brother has a 1997 Husky. They called it a garden tractor. That's a lawnmower. And I'll show you why on that one too. To start with, on what makes it a garden tractor, take a look at the frame. See how big and how solid? Now this isn't a solid frame, but take a look at this frame. See how sturdy that frame is, how sturdy this tractor is? Right here, this is, I think this is steel. I'm pretty sure it's steel. But you can see, it's not angle iron, it's not angle steel. And you can see, and then you get up here, see how solid this machine is? This is cast right here. That's cast. This whole front assembly here is cast. That's steel. Engine position does not matter. Your engine could be vertical or horizontal, facing with a drive shaft, or it could be horizontal with a belt. That doesn't make any difference, although a shaft drive is better. People also say a gear drive is a garden tractor. A hydro is not. That's a lie. A hydro versus... Now, gear drives, I will be honest, gear drives are better than hydro. Now I'm going to have problems with my hydros. But hydro, older hydros are good transmissions. Newer hydros are not. You couldn't beat an older hydro. This is a Sunstrand. I think, what's the transmission? I know the pump is a Sunstrand 15. This is a Peerless 2300. That I'm not sure what it is, but it's a really little transmission. This transmission in here, you guys have seen the video that I did on the 68 replacing the transmission. You guys saw how big that transmission was. Here, look at the frame on this tractor. Look how big this frame is. This goes all the way back. This is steel. That's about how big it goes all the way back. Now on car frames, car and truck frames, they're pretty thick too. As you can see, this is thick steel. Right here's about how thick it is, even right here. Now this isn't bent in like it is on the Cub. The Cub, it's an angle. It's a double angle. It curves like that, whatever you'd call that. This is just straight, and it goes straight up. The frame on the Cub is a little bit better, but there is an age difference between the two. This is a 69, that's a 73. So, and the frame going back also is pretty good. Now when you get over here to this Poland, this is a lawnmower, and I will show you why. Look at the frame. Look at how small that frame is. And I don't even think it, oh, it does go all the way back. But look at how small that frame is, and compare that to the tractors over there. Look at that one's frame and look at the 112's frame. See how small that is? And this is just stamped steel. This is plate steel that they bend, and they make it so that it's pressed. That's what it is. They press it in a press. See, this is bolted on right here. And then you go back further and more's bolted on. And then this right here, this isn't very well. Some of them, that's plastic that you'll buy. And I have another one up here. And this is a lawnmower also. This is a 1980s Murray. Not sure the exact year. I think it's an 82. It was given to me a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but look at this. That transmission's about the exact same thing as what's in that Poland. Look at that transmission. Look how small that is. And look at that frame. There is absolutely no frame under here. See, here's your frame. Then it goes. This is right here. This tractor has no frame. So, if you were to try to pull something or plow a garden with that or put wheel weights on it, you would probably ruin that transmission. So, garden tractor also depends on the quality of it. But as you guys can see, that Murray has just about no frame. The Poland, I don't even think the frame on that goes all the way back. But this is just a pressed little piece of steel. Actually, I don't even think that's steel. That might be aluminum. This right here is too, but I guess that's a little bit more flimsy. This fender pan over here on this tractor is pretty good though. That's pretty solid. Although you got to remember that is only held on one side and it goes down to the floor, but I don't think it's attached to the floor. Yeah, it's not. I've had the fenders off this before. Another way to tell if you have a garden tractor or a lawnmower, I'm sure this video probably hasn't helped you at all. But you go down here, see this? I can get this off of here. The way that this wheel is held on here is a key. There's a key in this shaft. This little pin right here holds the wheel from coming off. If you shear that key, you don't go anywhere. And if you were to try to plow a garden with this tractor, you would shear that key and you wouldn't go anywhere. Damn it, why did I take that off? Did I get it? There. This one over here, you can see this one's a little bit heavier duty. This right here is cast iron. This is not held by a key. There's actually a bolt that goes into the shaft that comes out of the transmission from this hub, goes down into this shaft right here. That's what holds this hub on. I don't know if you can see it from back here. No, you can't. But that's what holds this wheel on here. And as you can see, this wheel is bolted on where that one's just held on by a little snap ring. Not even a snap ring. See? So, this will definitely pull much better than that Poland will. That tractor over there is the same as setup as this one is, all except for it is bolted on there, but it is held in there with a snap ring. But the hub design and everything else is much better than what you'll find on this Poland. So, hopefully this video helps you guys out with what you're trying to find. Trying to think if there's anything else. I know I've left a whole bunch out. Oh, well, here's something else. Look at the front axle on here. Look at this front axle. Look how solid, how big that is, how solid that is. Look at the front axle on this tractor. That's actually bigger than what's on that John Deere. See? 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 Look at how big the axle is on this. Well, that's not a bad axle. Well, it shrinks as it goes in here. See, look how small that is. Oh, never mind. That's just part of the design. See? Another thing before I forget, I showed you guys the hubs, but you do want a good, strong transmission for that. You do want a good, strong transmission if you're going to do a garden tractor like this or like this. Now with the lawnmower, it really doesn't matter. The newer lawnmowers that I've seen with the hydrostatic transmissions, don't buy those. Those are junk. You go up a hill like this with one of those and you'll end up burning out your transmission. They don't last and they ain't worth a damn. I would stay away from them. And they don't pull nothing either. If you try to pull a lawn cart with them, you'll end up burning them up. So, what else? Oh, I know you guys saw it. The truck. Actually, I forgot to say it in the video that I made on that. It was going to my brother. I forgot to tell you guys that. I know you guys saw it sitting up there on the hill. I figured I'd tell you that was going to my brother. You can see he's already started putting stuff on it. So, he's getting his license here soon, so I figured I'd give it to him. That's why you guys saw it sitting up there on the hill. I guess I forgot to tell you guys that when I made that video, so my bad. I didn't want to get asked about it, so that's why I told you. Hoods don't matter. This is a metal hood, which really surprises me. This is a metal hood, which doesn't. This is fiberglass. Fiberglass, I've got some with plastic hoods. Not plastic hoods, but they're a lot heavier duty than plastic. I think they're fiberglass. I like the metal hood myself, but because if a tree branch falls on it, it's not going to go right through it. It's going to stop. Maybe it'll dent it a little bit and then it'll come off. With this hood, if a tree branch falls on it, it's just going to go right through it. If you're lucky and it's not a big tree branch, it might not go through it. But headlights do not make it a lawnmower or a garden tractor. As you can see, that one's got headlights. This one's got no headlights. This one over here has headlights. So it doesn't make any difference whether it has headlights or not. I've seen that one float around too. Front axles, as you can see, this has a big front axle on it right there. And then you come over here, this has a front axle on it too, as you can see. And then coming over here, you can see the front axle on this. This tractor right here, the front wheel is held on with a bolt. This tractor, it is held on with a bolt. I think this one it's held on with the same pin as that. My 1986 216 that I have, the front wheels on it are actually held on with a snap ring. It's like that, but it's not one of those pins. that easily comes out. It's just a snap ring, which isn't a bad setup. I've never lost a front tire before off that tractor. I have plowed a garden with that tractor before, and I've never lost a front tire. I do prefer the bolts, though, over that setup, because I feel a little bit more safe with the bolt in it than the snap ring or that, whatever that has over there. So, got a couple more to go over, and then after we go over those two, that should be it. This is that Husky I was talking about with the hydrostatic transmission. This, they said, was a garden tractor. This is a lawnmower. That transmission right there wouldn't be able to pull anything. And as you can see, it's got the same exact setup for holding the rear tires on as that Poland does. So that's not a that's not a garden tractor, that's just a lawnmower. Then you come over here. This is a lawnmower. It's a piece of, these zero turns are shit. You cannot change my mind about that. People who own zero turns always seem to brag about them and say, my zero turns better, and stuff like that. And they brag about how big the engine is in them and all this and that. Well, guess what? The pulleys on these two, this has two transmissions, are plastic. They do not hold up. I've mowed with this machine before. I used to mow the yard with it. I mowed for about maybe 2 years with it. And we had to replace the pulleys on those transmissions twice. They do not hold up. They definitely don't do what I want them to do. It's got a 24 or 23 horsepower command. I like the engine. It's a good motor. I can't complain about that engine, but the transmissions I will. It's got them plastic pulleys on them, like I said. I don't recommend a zero turn to anybody. I like the garden tractors. It's been a good machine. I can't complain about it, but I just don't like them. And it seemed like every other day it was at the dealership being fixed, because you'd void the warranty if you worked on it yourself, which I have started working on it myself because it's voided its warranty. Here's something I forgot to go over, 200 series. Or here's another garden tractor. You can see the frame on this one's a little bit heavier than the 100 series. And then look back here, you can see, look how solid this frame is. Right here, that's your frame. See how big that is? This is a 200 series. This is the 208. I sold this one to my brother. This is the shifting gears 208. Need to put a new head gasket on it still and get it running. Give you an update on it as well. Now let's go over to the shop. This one I'm not 100% sure what to categorize it under. This is a garden tractor right here. Look at that frame. Look how thick that frame is. But the engine on this tractor, this is a Gravely 424. The engine is in the back. Now, being in the back is a good thing. It puts more weight on your rear tires, getting a little bit more traction. But the problem with having weight on the rear and barely any weight on the front is if you hook up a trailer to the back of this and you have a lot of weight on the tongue of that trailer, the rear end is going to go down. You're going to be touching the ground right there. You're not going to be able to steer unless you have steering brakes. Steering brakes don't make it a garden tractor, but they are nice to have in a lot of situations. They have come in very handy for me. I've got a 312 with steering brakes and I have used them before. Coming in here, this right here is another garden tractor. This is a 312. You can see this. You can see the frame on this tractor also. This one's got hydraulics. It's got hydraulic lift. It's got everything hydraulic about it. Hydraulic lift, manual lift. The hydraulic lift is the nicest, but hydraulic lift versus manual lift, they do have electric lift over hydraulic or electric lift over hydraulic lift and hydraulic lift over manual lift. My buddy's Gravely has manual, electric, and hydraulic lift. So that's a lot to keep track of. It really doesn't matter what lift it is. It could be manual lift, it could be manual PTO, hydraulic PTO, or hydraulic lift. Manual PTO, electric lift. Electric PTO, electric lift. Electric PTO, manual lift, and so on. There's a whole bunch of ways to say it. And then this over here, this is a John Deere 111. This right here, I would classify this as a lawnmower too. Look at the frame on it. You can see how small that frame is. And then the transmission in this isn't as good as what's in the Cub either. This is a hydrostatic, but it's not as good as that Cub. So there's another one that I'd classify as a lawn tractor. And that was built from John Deere as a lawnmower. I think I went over it before, but lawn tractor is nothing. A lawn tractor is another word for a lawnmower. So if somebody says lawn tractor, they mean lawnmower. They just don't know how to say it. This up here is a garden tractor also. This is a hydrostatic transmission. This is a shaft-driven hydrostatic. You can see right there, 12 horse Briggs. Need to get into this little guy sometime soon. Just haven't had the chance to sit down and get him running. He is a manual lift also. Still need to source some parts for this one also. So, figured I'd give you a little bit of an update on that home light. This will probably end up being uploaded today. Today is Tuesday. We're still in August, but today is Tuesday. I'm probably going to end up uploading this today. Maybe I'll make it a Wednesday video. I don't know. So, there you go. Hope this video helped you guys out on deciding what you have. If you have any further questions on what you have, comment on the video and tell me what you've got. I read the comments on these videos. I reply to just about every comment. If I don't reply to your comment, I haven't seen it yet. But when I do see a comment on the video, I do go on there and I do like it and I do comment or give you an answer if you ask me a question. I really do appreciate the comments. It's really awesome just to go on there and see that these videos actually get watched by people and not just me sitting there editing them. Really means a lot. I really like making these videos for you guys. I think that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you learned something from this video. I sure as hell didn't, but I'm sure somebody else might have. So, hope this helped you guys out a little bit. If I think of something else to add, I will. But I think this is going to be it. Got a new project I'm going to be getting here soon. Not telling you guys what it is. You'll find out here in a little while. I do currently have it. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. You'll find out. So, make your bets. What do you think it is? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a John Deere. That's it. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. I think that is it. So, take care. And another thing before I forget, this trend seems pretty popular with postage stamp owners who think they need a giant lawnmower for their little postage stamp that takes them 5 minutes to mow with a push mower. Stop calling them manual and automatic. Manual and automatic are for vehicles. These are tractors. They are not vehicles. Automatic is shift. This does not shift. A hydrostatic does not shift. You push it forward and back. It is not an automatic. They are not automatic. They are not manual. Manual and automatic is for cars, like I said. Stop calling your lawnmower manual and automatic. I had somebody ask me that when I sold my 72. The guy that messaged me before the guy who bought it off me asked me if it was manual or automatic. And I didn't respond. I said, "You're joking, right?" And I knew that it was somebody who just wanted to mow with it, and that was it. So, I think that's it. So like I said, stop calling them manual and stop calling them automatic. And for all you zero-turn owners who are currently crying because I didn't say what you wanted to hear about a zero-turn, and I said they weren't very good at all, well, I'm glad you're offended, and there's counseling for you.